Things working. Please shout if it's not. Right. Where are we? So, you may notice the playtime has shot up. I have spent the last probably half a week, maybe a bit longer than that, training my team up for this stupid endgame gauntlet. We are now actually reasonably decent levels for the first time in this game ever, I think. This should put us on par with the penultimate boss. The final boss is a bit stronger than where I am at now, but technically only has 5 Pokemon once I throw a Master Ball at one of them, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful we're there. We'll see if that's actually the case, but I haven't done any trial runs either of the gauntlet since getting to these levels, so it's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Now, I'm hoping to do it kind of first time. I'd like to be done with this game already. I also kind of want to play, I mentioned it on Twitter, I'm going to play Wario World once I'm done with this. I quite fancy playing some of that today. I've never played it before, and it's been sat on my shelf for God knows how long. So, fingers crossed that's not actually a bad game, and we get to it. I need to move this, I keep rubbing my headphone cable up against it. It's making some noise. So, in terms of the endgame gauntlet, and if you didn't see what we were doing last time, we basically have to beat 6 people in a row, which is bad enough anyway. Or I should probably have changed my team around. I hope it's in a good position. Actually, there might be another floor here. Nope. Alright, well, better hope this works out. Yeah, so 6 people in a row. You don't get heals between all of them. You have to beat the first 4 without healing. Then you get heals between the 5th and the 6th. So, fingers crossed. I mean, I'm gonna have to swap in and out, I think. Need to play carefully and try not to have that many of my Pokemon die before we get to round 5 when they get healed. But I'm kind of hoping I move Fortress off the front of my team. We'll see. So incidentally, the training, the kind of grinding I've been doing to power my team up has involved doing every tournament in the game at least 4 times, one of them about 6 or 7 times, and I'm up to level 80 in the 100 floor battle tower. So yeah, spent a bit of time doing that. What do I want to do? Okay, so I should probably I want to play it real safe, so playing it real safe would have been having these people out in the first place. Hello Music for the Blind, hello Ghost Kings, I see you in the chat. Ghost Kings, I'm not the guy who normally streams Freelancer, so yeah, you've just got to reply, so there you go. Maybe this week though, you have to ask Music what they're doing. Okay, so Hitmontop is real squidgy, if you want to call it that. I'm hoping that this means it doesn't just get destroyed in one round. Hit Fortress, please. Well, that could be worse. This is gonna suck for Fortress, though. I lied. I thought it was super effective. Fortress is basically here just to be a big chunky wall, whilst Hitmontop kind of just takes some stuff out. Likely to stream tomorrow, there you go. Pokemon is kind of like space dogfights. It's more or less the same thing. God, I already feel so much better about how this is going. That was bad, actually. Explode using Fire Blast. Just gonna hope that Hitmontop can kill it in one go. So I'm gonna do that. So I've got a lot, or I spent a lot of money that I made whilst doing the grinding on healing items. And I feel like I just need to be very careful to make sure my team is not completely devastated from one trainer to the next. If I can get in, well, if I get to the last boss anyway, I'll have a full team, but if I can get to like the 4th person in this gauntlet without anyone dead, that would be good. Fortress uses potions that can protect again. This seems like a pretty tidy round 1 though. Yeah, look at that. You mean you didn't buy more Vivid Sense? I technically did. Yes, so Suicune is now shadowless. And I also, Fortress wasn't in my team last time, so I did that one from fresh. Fortress is my secret weapon. You might see by the end of the game why I might say that. Basically, if I get to the final boss and my team is not doing well, Fortress is going to be exploding, being revived, and exploding again until everything dies. And I feel pretty confident about its ability to do that, so... Right, I'm trying to remember what round 2 was like. I want to say there was some poison stuff? Well, no, there isn't poison, so maybe not. Dark types, I guess. Which means I'd want Hitmontop back out again. Don't want Espy on there at all. I don't really want Entei there either with Sharpedo. Oh, this is an awful front team to have. Maybe I'll keep Entei in just to kill Sneasel. I'll probably do a decent job of doing that. So let's get rid of Espeon in favour of Hitmontop. And Entei can flamethrower Sneasel. What is good though is that the last people I was training against in the between floor 70 and 80 of the battle tower, they were higher level than these guys. So it's kind of refreshing to see all these Pokemon die in one hit. And for someone that has been moaning about how many Pokemon fights are in this game, doing 80 floors plus each tournament was 4 times at least 20, so I've done a lot of battles just to raise up. Like, I think we've gained about between 12 and 15 levels, which is pretty difficult in this game to do that. But fortunately I was just watching videos and mashing buttons whilst not paying a lot of attention. Let's get Entei out. Could probably got away with it because Sharpedo doesn't seem that interested in using water attacks, but having not witnessed the grinding, I can tell you this is less sad to watch than your previous streams. Yeah. I think like a lot of at least the most recent previous streams, there were a lot of being frustrated at how easily I was dying. Well, that's a water attack. And that would have been made while Entei was out, so that's probably going to hit Raikou. And Sharpedo is slower than everything. So detect in case it hits Hitmontop. Rain Dance, because there's not a lot I can do with Raikou. And at least I can Thunder Sharpedo immediately as soon as it comes out. Yep. Oh, that basically did what I expected it to. Which means this gives me one free round to heal, because I'm going to use Hitmontop to... Super... I had a rare candy I forgot to use. Never mind. You can heal Entei. And Raikou can Thunder Sharpedo. And that should be round 2. It's kind of... I wasn't expecting to have this easy a time on these guys. I am very pleased with how this is going. Granted, I think we were lucky to have 1 or 2 things alive coming into round 3 last time. I have caught the Shadow Pokemon for round 3, but we didn't even get to round 4. It'd be interesting to see if we need explosion strats, but, well, you know, maybe I'll do it just for the sake of it, 'cause it's funny. But because at this point, it's not like I need the experience points, so having something blow up for me is not particularly crazy. What do we never have? Fire. So I want Suicune out. I don't want Fortress out. Definitely want Suicune out. Maybe I'll keep Entei out because there's nothing really better to throw in. I guess I could have Raikou out, but Thunder's probably not going to do... Now, probably okay. Let's get Suicune out. Entei... Entei or Torkoal might be okay. So the main reason I did the tournaments was because by doing those, and that's like 4 battles in a row with heals, so they're not actually that bad. Oh, okay, I thought it was a wrong type, never mind. 4 battles in a row with heals, and when you get to the end of that, you get a TM, and most of the TMs are just awful, but there were some good ones. So a lot of my Pokemon have better movesets in general as well as higher levels. You can surf. Who's likely to survive a surf? Probably neither, to be honest, so I guess it's probably... It's a shame Entei's not slower, so I've got an extra hit on what's going to come in for these guys. Well, that's irritating. One thing actually that I found quite interesting is that I'm pretty sure Suicune, as one of the legendary dogs, has a harder time recovering from shadow Pokemon-ness, however you want to call it. Because while I was trying, the very first thing I did when I started grinding was trying to cure him and Fortress of their shadowiness, and Fortress had a much easier time. But we got there in the end. I basically used some Vivid Sense and a little bit of grinding, and then spent most of my time up in the clouds fighting random trainers. Suicune and Entei power. Yeah, Entei's only really out just so none of the other Pokemon on my team get hit particularly hard, but the kind of combos, it's not really much comboing, but just having Suicune and Raikou out is quite good, just so you can kind of get a rain dance going and just spam Thunders and Surf. If they don't resist it, it does quite a lot. Especially during the battle tower, you could probably clear out 3 Pokemon in one turn just because of this game switches in a Pokemon as soon as something dies instead of at the end of a turn like games do nowadays. So if you're good and you have 2 attacks that can hit 2 Pokemon, You can technically kill 4 Pokemon in one turn. I mean, there's a reason they changed that, I guess, but here we are. So I've not got to this guy before. So he'll have a Shadow Pokemon, although at this point I just super don't care. So I might catch it if I feel like I can do it without, like, ruining the health of some of my Pokemon, but unlikely. We have Entei out, so that's good. Actually, Espeon might be the other one I'd want out. So this probably works. Yep. I don't need Tropius at this point in the game, thank you very much. Psychic Bedbar Bloom, Toast Veterans. If you're able to one-shot 4 Mons in a row, you're probably going to win anyway. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't remember Ruby and Sapphire, the original Ruby and Sapphire, doing that though. I feel like it might have been a GameCube game thing. I love Suicune's model more in Colosseum and XD Yellow Darkness and Battle Revolution more than the newer games like XY or Us and Sun and Moon. I'm not actually sure what Suicune's model looks like in the newer games. I'm not really going to look at it. But I guess it doesn't surprise me too much that it would be different enough. I might just... I don't remember what moved first. Tropius got a hit, so I'm assuming it's slower. I'm just gonna start grading it. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the Suicune model might look better in here, because the GameCube games tend to have very different animations. Like, I mean, I think one of the... There we go, I had a feeling it might have done that. I'm gonna get poisoned. I'm not paying attention again. Yeah, so like Kadabra throws its spoons up in the air and smacks itself on the head when it dies, which is something that you don't see in the games these days. There's a lot of little comical animations and oddities that you see in these games that just never carried over to the handheld games when they were in 3D. For better or worse. Like, I'm not a fan of all of the instances of that, but you know, it's I guess I could see why you might prefer one or the other, because they just have their own little quirks. Okay. Was that toxic? Because that looked like a lot of damage for poison. Okay, let me... I want to use a... I'm not sure if that poison's going to carry over, so maybe I should just use my 4-star. Cacturne is part dark, so Espeon can't deal with it. That's why I wanted to keep Entei out for this. Hopefully take it down with a flamethrower. I might have needed to use Fire Blast, but it's just got such a... Okay, no, we're okay. No, Fire Blast just has that... I think it's a 25% chance of missing. I think it's a 75% a hit, but it's not worth it. Now, considering Cradily is so... Jeez, I wish you didn't do that. What am I... Oh, it doesn't matter, I get healed at the end of this, so... yeah. I was going to use a potion to heal up Entei, but I forgot this is the 4th match, so we'll get healed before the next boss. Remember some hot garbage in an earlier stream. Yeah, I forget what it was. There's one in particular that I always thought was really silly, but I don't remember what it is. Okay, 4 down, 2 to go, and then we're done with this game. However, these are the 2 main fights. I think actually if you die to the last boss, then you get to refight from that person. But I do have to beat Sephiroth first. NASCAR Sephiroth. Kind of surprised that there wasn't more, like, exposition here, because it just kind of throws you straight in. And for who you assume is the final boss in the game. Also, no music? What do I want to do? Just try and get rid of Dusclops. You, I would like to have Raikou out, please. Buff. This probably isn't going to do a lot because Dusclops is real bulky. It's more than I was expecting. Double confusion. Great. Guess we'll just carry on as if that never happened. The annoying thing about confusion isn't the hitting yourself part, it's the wasting a turn part. Like, wasting a turn is much more valuable than hitting yourself for minor damage. Because Thunderbolt is almost certainly going to kill Xatu. I could do without Psychics on me. That's going to hurt Espeon quite a bit. Eek. What do I want to do? I'm going to use a Hyper Potion because we have a bunch and Dusclops isn't about to kill me in one hit unless it crits. So this will give me a chance to get rid of Xatu. Never mind. This might see Dusclops gang up on Raikou just to get rid of it. Oh, Destiny Bond. Weird. I wasn't expecting that. Doesn't make me want to hit it. I forget, does Destiny Bond... How long does that last? I'd rather not lose Espeon. Maybe I'll... No, I want to use another Hyper Potion, but on Raikou. I just need to get this Thunderbolt off on Xatu and I'll lose Confusion eventually. Yeah, good. Burn that. Waste a turn. I don't care. Don't hit yourself. Thank you. That should kill Xatu. Toot toot. You got there in the end. Bunch of wasted turns, but I technically have 2 Pokemon with full health, so... Just not sure about what happens with Destiny Bond. I'm not sure how that works. Right, Espeon, you need a Psychic Blaziken. Oh, why'd I do that? It's a ghost type. Ugh. Never mind. But Senior, I knew it was going to be confused. You didn't see that happen. Oh, waste of a turn. This confusion's lasting quite a while. I'm already confused, so you just boosted my attack. Not that... Well, I mean, it'll make my quick attacks nice and strong. That's about it. Same again then, I guess. Well, besides the quick attack boost, let's not do that again. Oh my god, how long are these confusions lasting? It must be like a full 5 turns. Okay, don't Destiny Bomb me. Ah, there we go. Never mind. I suppose it doesn't matter that much, I can revive Raikou. Do I get to see what they're sending up next? Nope. Let's go Hitmontop. Well, like if I knew it was Gardevoir, I wouldn't have sent out Hitmontop. Never mind. Just really wants me to be confused all of the time. No, I cannot keep Hitmontop out. Espeon, I hope, will lose Confusion this turn. It's been like 5 turns. Let's get Suicune. No, I need to deal with Gardevoir. I don't really have anything amazing for dealing with it. So maybe we'll go with Suicune anyway, just because Blaziken. Maybe your perception duration of confusion is messed up by the sheer length of every turn in this game. Probably. But I feel like it has been like 5 turns. Still, at the very least, when I get through confusion or when it ends, I seem to be doing a decent number on these opponents' Pokemon. Orion, I would want Entei out for. I guess I could say it's not going to do a lot to Ryan now. Raikou's dead. Ryan could, in theory, use a water type attack as well. So swapping into Entei might be a bad idea. Let's surf and see what happens. We'll see. It's probably not going to do a lot of damage, but might get a fair bit onto Gardevoir. Maybe not. It was enough to put Ryan into die on the next hit, though. Suicune's probably going to die next time, though. Oh god, your team just sucks. Just wants to make my life super annoying. No. Good. Don't have to worry about Attract, which is nice. How many have we killed? 3? I think. 5 points of HP. Metagross. That's the Dark Shadow whoever Pokemon. Okay, this is final 2, so I really want to take Gardevoir down, so I get the feeling Metagross is just going to spam Earthquake or something. Let's surf again. I'm not too worried about taking another Thunderbolt from Gardevoir because it's just not going to do a lot of damage. Surf might kill it, actually. Probably is now with a special defense down. Okay, so we should just be dealing with Metagross now. Problem with Metagross is that it's one of those... It's such a good, strong Pokemon that even though I'm never going to use it because as soon as I beat the next boss, I'm just never going to play this game again, it feels like a shame to kill it. Ugh, defense being sharply raised, though, seems like a nightmare. It's Psychic Steel, so Shadow Ball is probably my best option, right? And let's swap Suicune out for Entei. Although if it Earthquakes, Entei's gonna get wrecked. Wow, alright. I guess it's probably not very effective against Steel, so it neutralized. Did neutral damage even. I really do hope that there is a healing turn between these. Let's Protect. It's probably going to target Espeon. Flamethrower. Let's see where we are. This might just kill, and in which case I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, alright. I ain't gonna lose sleep over it. Final boss time. Fortunately, I spoiled myself with the final boss when I was trying to figure out if I had a chance in hell of beating this gauntlet without doing grinding. Curious to see if anyone that's been watching any of these streams will even recognize who the final boss is. So we saw this guy right at the beginning of the game, like less than an hour in. I think that was literally all we saw of him though. Look, he's Dr. Wily. No one saw that coming. Interestingly, at the very beginning of the game when you meet him for the first time, NASCAR comes out of his building, whatever you want to call it, town hall. Final boss time. This guy seems very evil. Okay. Salamence. Okay, I'm gonna swap Espeon out for Suicune. Unfortunately, everyone did get healed. That's nice. Someone ice attacks Salamence, and Entei can just Flamethrower Caesar, which should, I think, does ×4 Metal Bug. So that should be plenty to kill it if that's the case. One down, 5 to go. Technically 4, because I'm just going to Master Ball the last one, because there's no reason not to. Chad, what is going on in your picture? Alright, Salamence is going to be a problem. I need to get rid of this before it sweeps my entire team. What to do? Aurora Beam just isn't going to do a lot. It's real weak. Blizzard just has a crap chance of hitting though, but I feel like we have to go big or go home, etc. Let's go for a... Oh no, Salamence is going to go first, so flinch on Salamence is not going to be worth anything. Flamethrower and hope for a burn? I think burn is only a 10% chance of a flamethrower though. Please hit elements. So it hits elements. Okay, good. We are at least hitting elements. Freeze it for laughs. We'll just fill it. That'll be fine. 2 down. I'm feeling pretty okay about my chances right now. Slowking I know I need to get rid of before... so this guy has a slacking, and we already saw what slowking do. I would rather not have a skill swap slacking in play. Meanwhile he's murdering his own team anyway. Espeon. Because Espeon is good for both of these two. As much as I would like to get rid of Slowking, actually, I think I might focus on Machamp because I could do without all of this Earthquake spam. 1 hit, please? Ooh, close. Surf will kill it though, that's fine. It's not going to do a lot for Slowking, but Machamp being out of the way is more than enough. 3 down. So this should now be the final 2 before the Shadow Pokemon hook and Master Ball, which means it'll be the Slacking coming in next. So Slowking is almost certainly going to use Skill Swap here. I'm going to Rain Dance with you, and I'm going to Shadow Ball with Slowking. Shadow Ball with Slowking. Hope for a kill? Never mind. I don't think this is too bad. I feel okay about setting up Rain Dance as well, because it means I can get Raikou in here and just thunder everything. So, Surf, I think, will be enough to get rid of Slowking, and I don't want to focus on him anyway. And just murder Slowking, or just try to. That's going to suck if I don't kill him. That is a waste of your time. Not sure how I feel about the AI on this fight, but there you go. Yeah, I don't think there's any way they can win now. I'm going to move first, and I'm going to Master Ball the next thing that comes in anyway, so there's literally no threat to me now. I might have just beaten the game. How nice. How long are we? We're 40 minutes in, probably about 35 of setup, so it's going to be a real short at last episode for this. But hey, you know what, I don't mind. Not Sandstream. That would have been the icing on the cake, actually, if Slacking just came in and got murdered by a Sandstorm. Same team Sandstorm. Right, so... It doesn't really matter what order I do this in, but... Master Ball. Thunder. Maximum damage. Still rain. Oh no, it's not raining after all. Ooh, that might have been a mistake. Because I forgot that Sandstream cancelled the rain out, so this could miss. Not that it's going to change much, but it means that I might not technically finish this turn. Unless Sandstream kills it. Yeah, there you go. Never mind. Game over. Cheeky Raggy kill. Actually, tell you what, I'm just going to send out Fortress and explode. I trained this thing up just specially to do this and I didn't even get to use it. Don't die. Good. Sorry, Suicune, you're going to get hit. Yeah, you don't have anything. I'm going to swap you because I don't want you to get hit on first. Sorry, Hitmontop. It's worth it. I was waiting for someone in the chat to say go out with a bang. I didn't want to say it myself. Yeah, take down my own team too. Everyone's dead except who did I swap out? Suicune. Champ. I swear there's a secret second final boss. Even your ultimate Pokemon. It's mine now. Look at all these people from earlier on in the game, such as Duking and this old guy who didn't do anything but took all the credit for it. And a Pikachu. Is the mayor going to explain any kind of motivation? Going to go ahead and say no. Dr. Wily's trying to escape. It's alright, you got Deus Ex Ho'd. Have they explained why the mayor is floating? It's like the first episode of Pokémon. It was exactly like that one scene. Crazy. I guess it's finally... Hang on. Print screen. Good. That'll do for a finale tweet out of the very scary account. Hey Mayor, everyone's looking at this big firebird. You should just do one. Well then. You were cool. Important past tense. Yep. You're not cool anymore. There's no problem to solve now. Can I skip this? Nope. Well. No, can't skip any of this. That dialogue made it sound like there are multiple Ho-Oh. Well, I guess this is technically pre-global trade system, so they wouldn't know about all the fake shiny Ho-Ohs yet. That's for a different game. It's really weird that it shows you stuff like, you know, Mudkip, Torchic, Trico, when you can't get them in this game. You get their evolved forms. I think actually all of these you can get. I think I have Yanma. Yeah. Weird, because yeah, you catch the starters at their middle forms. Is that Plusle that's still warming the box? So technically there is some post-game content. No breeding, not in this game, no. This game is really limited. There's no wild Pokemon battles, there's no breeding, there's no move relearner, no move tutor. They did actually, there's a move tutor in the next game, I think, but not in this one. No, this game is pretty limited in what you can and can't do. There you go. Mount Battle. Oh, I suppose you could probably fight against them, yeah, that's true. I mean, all the models are going to be in here anyway, if you upload your game and like play with your Ruby team or whatever. Ruby or Sapphire team. Because in that regard, it's basically Pokemon Stadium, but a bit more limited. Manga Force. Manga Force. Jeez. It's not a name I've seen in a while. Yeah, I believe you can catch Ho-Oh if you do a bunch of the post-game stuff, but I don't think so. Not this time. There you go. Cool. So, yes, I do want to save my game. Oh, let's press the wrong button. Can you play the story with a squad imported from the mainline game, or is that just like a separate mode? It's a separate mode. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Here's some mail. Let's read it. New system down. From now on, information about Shadow Pokemon should arrive directly from people connected to the network. What does that even mean? Oh, is this just the stuff we haven't found yet? Or I probably murdered is more likely the answer to a lot of these. But yeah, I think you have to catch all of these, and then you can go and catch Ho-Oh, and there's some extra story stuff. I think you get to fight, what's his name? The dude who you steal the capture enemy Pokemon machine from. Jeez, alright. They barely use this email system throughout the entire game, and I like get two in quick succession. There you go. The Kid Network. Okay, so I read something about like you had to go to Duking's place to deal with that. Okay, well we saved the game. I'm pretty happy. This team did pretty okay at the end of that. Even got a blow up at the end of it. That was fun. Cool, so that's the end of Pokemon Colosseum. I ain't playing any more of this. I'm a bit done with it now. 20 odd hours in. If you want to hang around, I'm going to play some Wario Land next. So I'm going to load that up now. Bear with. Do I have